What's up, y'all?
What's up, yo?
We are back again. Twin Flames Unite. We are at it. Got some awesome information to share with you all today. Just something that's been on our mind,
Yeah.
and we're going to share it along with some energy updates later.
Later. We're just gonna wait for everybody to pop in.
What's up? What's up? Make sure y'all can hear us pretty well. And for those of y'all who don't know,
Already.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha. What up? Hey, Marshawn.
Marshawn is in the house. Now, Marshawn, we actually have a task for you.
Ooh.
Because today we're going to be covering some key points of being successful.
Yes.
This is in the spiritual world as well as in this 3D world.
Yep.
So as we go through them, if you wouldn't mind,
If you want to.
if you wouldn't mind, just post the points that we talk about in this live, so people can kind of
Getting in their spirit.
Along. Yeah.
Like, just let it get in their spirit. Because these are some good points. We were actually talking about it earlier by the lake. And we were saying that, most people struggle in this realm of reality. And we've been noticing that in the sessions that we've been doing with some of the twin flames, they're struggling because of this reason. So we figure, why not put this together to help people at least see why they're struggling? Because if you could see the reason for your struggle, then you could do something about it. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Right. So we just have a few pointers that we put together. And we wanted to come on and share it with you guys to help you along your journey, because it's definitely helping us along our journey.
Yeah. And we were doing it and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. Just divinely guided.
Yeah. So we're going to cover some points for you all. And surprisingly enough, all of these points start with the letter C.
Because C is going to help you to
C.
C. It's the real C words. That's what I call it. They all begin with C. So I'm calling them the real C word. So you're going to see the C words.
Yes. And real quick, before we jump into this video, if you all are new to this channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Let us know if you like this channel. So there's just a little encouragement for us to keep on going with these videos. And just to let you all know that we did have a conversation with Shay and Jay.
Oh my God.
It was a very raw conversation.
Raw and uncut, and we wanted to post it. But
Yeah, but a lot of names and stuff were said, so we got a lot of editing to do
we
on
gotta
that video.
edit the whole thing.
Yeah, and but we are still planning on doing a live interview with Shay and Jay. That's probably going to be like the second week of July. So definitely keep your eye out for that. It should be coming up soon. And I think that's it for the housekeeping.
Yeah, they were just they're really busy. Like, they have super busy schedules.
Like
Even
we
with
are, yeah.
like us, and even with the trip that we took to Sarasota, it was for business and to have some fun.
A little bit of pleasure.
But we had to take care of the business part of it first. Because we're having that conference for 11/11, so we had to kind of go down there in Sarasota to kind of set the stage and get the feel for it. And listen, guys, if you can come to Sarasota on November the 11th.
Yeah, because it's actually going to be from November the 8th until November the 11th.
Yes.
And you all are going to want to come and be there on the 11th. It's going to be a very, very special ceremony that's going to go down, that's very cleansing. And we actually did our own ceremony at the beach while we were down there.
Yes.
And oh boy, did it open up windows
and doors. It's just a breath of fresh air, literally. The beach is made of crystals. Like, the sand is made of crystals. Clear quartz. That's the sand. It has a vortex. Like, it is beautiful beyond belief. The waters are crystal clear. It's just a different vibe. It's a different feeling to Sarasota.
Yep. So, once again, if you all can meet us down there, definitely meet us. You'll be able to see us face to face. We can hug you. No kissing. We ain't doing no kissing, but we'll hug. We'll dap it up. You know?
You're so
That's
silly.
what we do. But all right. So enough with the playing around. I know you all want to be successful. We want to be successful.
Right.
And there are certain habits that successful people have. And this goes across the board from spirituality into your job and things of that nature.
Yep.
So we're going to cover some points, and they all start with the letter C. And Alicia's going to start us off.
Yes, and I jot them down. It's on my phone, so I might look to my phone just to keep on track. The first word that I want to talk about is clarity. And I think clarity on our journey is so vital, and it's so important, and I'm gonna tell you why. When it comes to clarity, clarity allows us to get the gift of discernment, which is why a lot of us struggle on our journeys, is because we're confused. Confusion and clarity can't live in the same space and time. They can't exist at the same time and location. So clarity is really important. And how, okay, you're asking, Chris and Alicia, how do we get clarity, right?
That's a big question.
You get clarity through, the other C word I'm going to bring in is a connection.
The connection between I and I.
Right. Your higher self, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. When you get that connection going, then you get clarity. Clarity brings you a gift. The gift is called discernment.
Yes.
Guys, when you have the gift of discernment, things become easy. It becomes a lot easier. I mean, the journey sometimes is always going to present you with situations and stuff like that, but it's just for you to build momentum for you to keep going.
Right.
But once you have clarity, guys, you have discernment, and you can make decisions, and you're no longer confused. You're no longer stuck by the fork in the road, like, should I go left, should I go right? Why? Because you have clarity. And then you can put two and two together because you have the connection. Now you're like, okay, I don't need to go left because that's taking me off my path. Let me go right. See how easy that was?
Yeah. And you know, with clarity, one of the best ways to really get clarity as well is writing out your goals and your plans for your life. Because once you write out your goals and your plans, then you can reverse engineer how you're going to get there.
Exactly.
You know, so write down your goals are spiritual goals. If one of your spiritual goals is to get if one of your spiritual goals is to get connected to your higher self, then you can reverse engineer how to do that.
Exactly.
If your 3D goal, say, is to get like $10,000 a month,
right,
you can reverse engineer how to do that. So that's clarity.
And I'm glad you said that, because the next word ties right into that, which is commitment. It's another C word.
So many people on this channel are looking for commitment.
Right, right. Commitment. Yeah. But you have to first be committed to yourself.
Oh, say that one more time. Hold on, we gotta do a slow motion.
Ralph gonna be like, what they do? We get that from Ralph, guys. We are Ralph lovers. Yeah, we love Ralph.
But say it one more time, baby.
You have to first be committed to yourself, guys. You have to be committed to yourself. Anything that you're looking for outside of yourself, you have to first have it within yourself. So if you keep attracting things that you don't like, people that you're not necessarily vibrating with, you really have to look on the inside and try to figure out what's really going on the inside.
Right.
Because your outer world is just a reflection of what you created already on the inside, because we all have a universe inside of us.
Yes.
So what's going on in the interior? Always look within so you can fix what's outside.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing, you know, most people don't like wishy-washy people. So wishy-washy people in business, wishy-washy people in relationships, just, it doesn't work out. It may be fun in the beginning, but it's not going to last forever. Right,
right. And so that brings us to the next one, which is concentration. Focus.
Gotta have it.
That's another C word. You gotta see, guys. We're showing you how to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So concentration is the next one. Whatever you're doing, you gotta have focus. You gotta have concentration.
Yes. And another way of concentration is having discipline.
There you go.
You got to be able to discipline yourself so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve, because if you don't have that discipline, you're not going to have the consistency to create the life that you want to live.
Exactly. And that ties into the next C word, which is completing your task. Whatever task that you have, that's another C word. Complete all of your tasks that you have. And stay consistent with it.
Yeah. Be consistent with completing tasks. Like, don't start baking the cake and then you just leave it.
Exactly.
You know, it's not going to help you out.
It's not. And then the next one we have is just old-fashioned common sense. Okay.
Not everybody has it. Not everybody has it.
Okay. Hey, they got it. It's just saved up in a jar. They don't.
They
use
just holding on to it.
But you gotta have common sense, guys. Like, come on, you gotta put 2 and 2 together, and don't get 22 when you put the 2 and 2. Make sure you get 4. Don't jump ahead. All right. Now, also, this is a big one. Another C word is consideration, and I think this one can help us out on a day-to-day living. Is consideration. It seems like such a small C word, but it's actually a major key. Having consideration for the next person. Yeah,
and actually taking into consideration what your actions are going to manifest, because there are going to be consequences to every decision that you make, whether it's good or if it's bad. So you have to be able to think through things so that you can make wise decisions.
Exactly. And understanding how your decisions are affecting those around you. Having consideration for your twin flame. Maybe you might not be in a relationship with your twin flame. Maybe they might be in a marriage right now. Having consideration for how your actions are going to affect others around you. Right? That boomerang effect. What you put out is what you're going to get back. So consideration is key, guys. That's the real C word, consideration. And the next one is communication.
Oh, boy.
Okay? It's another C word, guys. We're showing y'all how to see. It's a C word.
Communication is everything. You know, a lot of trust is built off of communication. And one of the things that I heard somebody talk about before is that people don't like people that beat around the bush. Just get right to the point. If there's something that you really want, don't be afraid to say what you want. And don't beat around the bush about it.
Don't beat around the bush. Don't put sugar in the shit. I'm sorry, I said it. I said it.
But communication is key, which is vital for any relationship, because if you want to know what your partner wants, you have to be able to communicate with them. If you want to know what your boss wants out of you at work, you have to be able to communicate. And if you are a effective communicator, you can really take over the world. Because you can be able.
And the first world that you got to take over is your own world.
Oh, yes.
Your own world. That's the world that you want to master, because if you're not steering your ship, somebody else is, because it's moving whether you're realizing it or not.
Facts.
So you want to be able to own that communication, because a lot of times we're trying to get our point across, but the person at the other end is not receiving it like how we think that we're telling it to them. So, and a lot of times we cast pearls onto swines. It's an old saying my mom used to tell me: stop casting pearls onto swines. That's when you're wasting your energy. You're throwing your energy into a bucket that has no bottom, so it's going no place. And this goes all the way back to discernment, clarity. So they're all tied in. All the C words are all tied in to each other.
And these are just some of the points that we've recognized, and of course there have been some books in regards to this area as well. But it's just some of the things that we've seen, and it's just ironic that a lot of them start with the letter C. Not exactly sure what that means spiritually, even though C is actually 3 when you look at it on a numerical level. So going to the 369.
The third eye. You see the connection? 3, A, B, C, C, third. I'm too deep, huh? It's okay.
Get coal miner deep.
All right. So the next one, which I always like this one. This is one of my favorite C words, guys. So we see in today is consistency. You can't really go any place without consistency.
No.
Even when you're trying to bake a cake. Hey, feeling good within. Even when you're trying to bake a cake, you need that right consistency, so when you put that cake in the oven, it doesn't fall.
As y'all see, we like pastries.
Yeah. My mom used to bake. She was a big baker. Like, so I know about cake, putting it in the oven, taking it out at the right time, making sure the oven is right, that right temperature. But you got to have that consistency in the batter for it to come out nice and not fall. So consistency keeps you afloat.
Yes.
Right? In this realm of reality. Whatever you do, you got to stay consistent. Doesn't matter what it is, you got to keep going at it. Keep building that momentum. Eventually it'll pan out. As long as you're harnessing good energy, that is, I should say.
Yes.
So be mindful, have that discernment, guys. And then the other one that I want to talk about is courage.
Yes.
That's my favorite word.
Courage is everything. Courage is being afraid of completing an action, but you still do it.
You still go.
That's having courage. And so many people are afraid of doing a certain thing because they don't want to be perceived a certain way, or they don't want things to go down the wrong road, or whatever the case may be. There's some type of fear there, and this is just a sports terminology here. You know, you'll always miss 100% of the shots that you never take. So at some point in time, you got to take your shot. You got to shoot your shot. You can't just sit on the sidelines and not do anything. You got to get out there. You got to fail.
Yes. And it's okay to fail. It's okay. When you shoot your shot, remember, have consideration. I know they're going to be like, Chris Alicia said, shoot my shot. I'm about to shoot my shot.
You got to have that consideration.
You got to have that consideration. You got to use all the C words together, okay? Don't pick your favorite one and just stick with that one. That's not how it works.
Like Chris Alicia told me to communicate. I'm
Let me communicate.
Are you considering that he may be busy?
Right. The next one I have, this is one of my favorite ones too. I call it humble confidence. Okay? Because some people think confidence and they take it to a whole nother level. But you want to have something called humble confidence.
Yes.
Be courageous in what you're doing. But go out there with confidence, but make sure it's humble confidence. Make sure you're not pulsating in anybody else's aura or trying to take over what they're doing. Just have humble confidence, and that will take you a long, long, long way. Now, there's one last one that I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't have this one, then none of these other ones really matter.
No. And this actually goes back to one of our videos about the Hermetic principles.
7 Hermetic principles.
You know, there's 7 Hermetic principles, but I don't know if we have any newbies and stuff, if y'all haven't watched it.
Yeah.
But there's a hidden 8th Hermetic principle.
Right.
And my baby's going to jump on that.
I'm going to jump on it. I'm going to jump right on it. So it's called care. You got to care. I mean,
and we don't mean like taking care of somebody.
Right.
You have to, pardon my French, but you have to give a damn.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna say the other word, but that's good.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
You're such a nice person. I thought you was gonna say the other one that begin with F.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you have to care. You have to even care to want to try.
Yes.
So if you don't have care, then none of the other C words really matter.
No.
So care.
Why should I put that?
You gotta give a damn. There you go, Marshawn. You gotta give.
Love you, Marshawn.
You gotta give a damn. Because if you don't, you gotta care. Because if you don't, communication, clarity, confidence, none of those C words. I mean, you're gonna be like Bird Box. Because.
Like, I don't want to see.
I don't want to see.
I don't want to see the comments that's rolling up right now. They don't exist.
Because you don't care. And you still not going to get it right. Because you don't care.
Oh, boy.
So we got to care, guys.
Yeah, so these are just some characteristics that start with a C.
Right.
That we've seen with successful people.
Right.
And also with successful twin flames. Because we've seen so many twins that are on the path, and they have consideration for their partner.
Yes.
They communicate with them.
Yes.
They're consistent with them.
Yes.
They care about them.
Care about them, not just care about your own needs and your own wants, but you have to care enough to look outside of yourself and outside of your own wants.
Yeah, and to the question somebody just asked about our separation, just to cover that real quick, before Alicia and I got together, we would have feelings that we didn't know where the feelings were coming from.
Right.
But when we got together and we learned about twin flame journey, it made a lot more sense. And during the time that we saw each other and then we separated for some time, we were on each other's minds. I would say that we thought about each other. I feel guilty because Alicia thought about me more.
I did.
But you know, whenever I saw her, I just always got super excited to see her, and it was weird because I didn't know why I was super excited to see.
And you know, one thing that I'm starting to notice, because we've come across quite a few twin flames that's actually in union. I mean, like real, true twin flames.
Yeah.
Who are actually in union, and one of the things that I'm noticing is that they did not realize that they were twin flames until they were actually in union. So, because I'm just saying that's something that I noticed. Like you
didn't miss it, Marshawn. You got it.
They're in a relationship, and the feelings are so intense. Like they really don't understand what it is. So then that's when that's where their journey down the rabbit hole begins. Then they're going and they're researching, and then they're coming back and telling each other, hey, have you heard of this twin flame thing? And the other person might be like, yeah or no, I don't know. And then they start researching together, and then they're like, oh, wow, I think that's us. So I have not come across the dynamic where, you're a twin, and then you're looking for your other twin. And, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I haven't seen.
It's very possible.
It's possible because anything is possible. But so far, the twins that we've seen that are in union, they have discovered that they're twin flame
after the fact.
After the fact that they're in the relationship, and they really don't understand why such intense feelings and emotions. Then they start, getting answers and doing research.
Yeah, because once again, the feeling of meeting your twin flame is it's not like anything that you've ever experienced before until you've actually come in contact with your twin.
Yeah.
So just like Marshawn said, hit that like button for us.
Yeah.
But when you get with your twin for the first time, it's a feeling that you just really can't explain.
It really is.
And we've said it before, where it kind of has a feeling of like you're home.
And that's the word that a lot of them use is it feels like home. Like the ones that we've come across that are in union, they explain it like feeling like home. And that's how it feels for us too. It feels like home.
Yeah. Somebody asked the question. That's pretty interesting. But they asked, have we ever met another twin flame that had intense feelings for them? We've had. There's a love that's there because we're normally vibrating on the same level. So there's more of a knowing, not so much an attraction. There's a knowing, like, hey, I know you, but
like Shay and Jay.
Yeah.
Like when we did our meditation on the beach, which was just phenomenal. Like
we're gonna do an interview about
that. The love energy between the four of us guys, it was so powerful. It was so beautiful. It literally moved mountains. You hear me?
It did.
It moved mountains.
Still moving mountains,
and it's still moving mountains. Just the four of us together, and it just feels so right. And it was just so much love on the beach. Like we just held hands, and we had a little bonfire, and we meditated, and we just released, and we sent out a lot of love energy into the world, all four of us together from our heart chakras.
Hopefully y'all felt the love. If you felt the love, give us a thumbs up, give us a heart.
Right, guys. It was like nothing that I've ever experienced. It was so beautiful. Like perfect. I wish you guys were there to experience it. But that's, to me, is like it felt familiar. They felt familiar, even though that was the first time. I mean, we've conversed through text for months.
Through text and phone,
But that's the first time we met physically, and it felt like we knew them forever.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because the other thing which y'all know about Shay and Jay is that one is older than the other, But when we met them,
Right.
it's like they were the same age.
Right.
If we were meeting them for the first time, we probably would have thought they were the same age.
And if anything,
The one who's
the
younger.
one who's younger acts like the old man. Like, he calls her little girl. He's like, "Where's this little girl? Like, she taking so long." I'm like,
Oh,
"But she,
boy.
hold on now."
She older than you.
Right. But it's like their love is so young and
Mm-hmm.
it's so inspirational that it's like
Mm-hmm.
the age is just out the window. It doesn't even make a difference.
No.
If y'all get what I'm saying. That's why we
Right.
say sometimes with the twin flame journey, I mean, it could be an age difference sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it maybe same man, same woman. It doesn't matter. But what you're looking for is the energy,
Mm-hmm.
the vibration, that match, that click.
Yep. So yeah, but that was a very wonderful experience.
Yes, it was.
And that's part of the reason because we're gonna do an interview with Shay and Jay probably by next week, and we're going to talk about that experience that we had on the beach because it was completely magical, to be honest.
Guys.
And this is the same thing that we're looking to do on November the 11th.
Yes.
Imagine having just 10 more people
Right.
doing that. I mean, it could be hundreds, it can be thousands, but we don't need a lot to
Right.
impact the world. We just
really
need
don't.
some people who believe and know
Right.
in their power and knowing themselves.
Right, their power within and knowing that it's there for a bigger cause outside of themselves. And that's what we recognize in Shay and Jay is that they're actually on a mission. Like they know that it's the cause, the path that they are on is bigger than the two of them being in love. Even though they celebrate their love and they love. They're childlike at heart, just like us. They like to play,
fun.
they like to laugh, they like to have
Yeah.
fun. But they recognize their mission, they recognize their soul mission, and they're doing it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
They are doing it.
They are gurus.
They are gurus. So it's beautiful.
Yeah. And so definitely, if you all can make it once again, because it's going to be a beautiful experience.
Yes.
If you can make it down there for those 3 days, from November the 8th to November the 11th,
Come
we
on,
would love
guys.
to have y'all down there. You can, once again, y'all can talk with us. You can hug us. We can really go in depth in some conversations.
Right.
But just look out for that video, because once I go through and I edit it and I take out some names that were said.
You gotta take us some names.
Because it was raw, y'all.
We was telling all.
If y'all want to really know the struggle that was happening behind the scenes the whole time we've been filming these things, oh my gosh.
We had some struggles.
Yeah, so
We did.
Y'all gonna get some inside scoop on that, and it will be premiered. So just keep an eye out for that. What was that saying?
Somebody saying something.
From Jamaica.
Ooh, Jamaica,
First time on
Jamaica.
the chat. I started with my twin flame journey in 2015, but not in union, and I always watch. Hey, thank you so much for watching our videos. You know, and it doesn't matter so much that you're not in union at this time, but just keep continuing to work on yourself, because you know it's so. Okay, proof is in the pudding.
It is.
Right. When we started our YouTube channel back in April of last year, right?
Ooh, it's been over a year.
Yeah, it's been over a year. And we've had people that were fans of ours, or people that were watching that were not in union
That's true.
when they started watching us.
That is true.
But about a few months ago, we started to notice that we get messages from like 2, 3, 4, 5 people telling us that now they're in union.
They're in union. And that's because they decided to focus on themselves. They decided to do their work. And I know one time we had got a comment from a girl, and she was like, "It's easy for Chris and Alicia to say because y'all are in union." And you know, we're in union now, but before coming into union,
we were making videos.
we were doing work. We were doing shadow work. We were doing self-love work. We were doing ancestral clearing and healing work.
Going through dark nights.
Going through that dark night of the soul. We were working before we came into union.
So it's not an overnight success.
It's not. And I know one thing that we both have in common before we, came into being in a relationship is that at one point I was completely and totally satisfied. I was done. I was like, you know what? I love
I
me.
don't need nobody
And I
else.
don't need nobody else. I'll stay by myself and I'll continue to love myself. And I tell you, I used to really enjoy my own company. It took me a while to get to that point.
Yeah, because you
To
know what? Like say, take yourself out on dates.
Yeah.
Like I took myself out on dates. I
Yeah.
went to the movies by
Yeah.
myself. I went to the pool hall by
Yep.
myself. You know, it's
Just enjoying yourself. And then when you find that solace, when you find that contentment within yourself, then this, this union just magically appeared.
and it can.
It can. I mean, if that's in your soul plan, if this is something that you desire, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will, but if it's in your soul plan and it's meant to be, then it'll be. And if you feel it in your heart and that desire so much, I mean, more than likely it is, because you won't feel something that intensely if it really doesn't resonate with you, if that makes sense.
Right. And Terry just mentioned that she's in a marriage but working on a separation. Girl, we are sending you much love and strength.
Much love, because we know it's not easy.
We've been through it.
It is not easy.
That is not an easy process to go through. So we are sending you much love and light.
Yes.
And hopefully it will carry you through until the end.
Yes, just hang in there and use those seeds that we just gave you to help you see through this journey, because it is not easy at all.
Right.
And I want to mention, I know I said the last one was the last seed, but I wrote down a lot of seeds and I'm just trying to give you 10, but it's going over 10. This other seed that I want to talk about is consequences. Okay? Consequences. And understanding that whatever decision that you make, I mean, we have this free will thing. So, whatever choice you want to make, go ahead and make your choices.
Yes.
But just understand the consequences and be ready to meet those consequences. So if go making this left turn, you're going to meet this alligator. Okay?
These alligators keep popping up.
Know the consequences of going left. If you're going to make this right turn, you might have a pool there, you might meet a couple friends, but they might give you something to drink that you probably don't want to drink, you're trying to stay away from.
Maybe some lizards.
Maybe
there.
some lizards is there, who knows? But I'm just saying, consequences. Be responsible and, just pay attention to the consequences and know if it's worth you dealing with those consequences. So if you know that going on this date is going to end left and you wanted it to go right, don't get mad when it goes left, because you already know what the consequences would be. Don't blame anybody, because sometimes we like to blame people and we know we're the ones that put ourselves in that predicament.
Yep.
Just own up, put your big boy jocks, what you call
Big boy shoes.
big boy shoes, big girl panties.
Britches.
Put them on and just be like, you know what? That's my fault. I made that decision. Let me deal with my consequences.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another successful trait of somebody who's successful, and it's not a C word, it's actually an O word, and that's ownership.
Ownership.
Most people don't take ownership for what they have done, right? Oh, excuse me. You know what? Most people do take ownership of when they do stuff right, but they don't take ownership of when they do stuff wrong.
Boom.
And that's a part of integration, because you're accepting every part of yourself. So successful people own up to their mess. They own up to their successes. They own up to everything that they had their hand in. So,
And like you said, that's a big part of integration, is the willingness to accept the aspects of yourself that you really you don't get excited for. So that when you meet your twin and they come and they bring those for you as a gift, here is your nasty side. Here is your selfish side. You don't run and you don't start blaming them and saying they're the selfish one and they're the nasty one, when it's really you. They're just showing you what you are and giving you an opportunity to maybe balance it out or do something about it. And that's why sometimes the twin flame dynamic can be so, up and down. It's when we don't want to take ownership.
Right.
And when we're not ready for that journey, and somebody might leave because they realize, ooh, I have a lot of work, I have a lot of trauma. Ooh, this person reminds me so much of myself, so many things that I don't really want to deal with, they remind me of. And they're gone, they're out like a bulb.
Yeah.
So, and you have to learn how to recognize that.
Yeah.
But those C words that we gave you, all those C words, confidence, commitment, communication, connection, all those words, consistency, you know, the humble confidence that we talked about, all those words are good words that can really help you on this journey. And care and consideration for the next person. That is definitely a major key.
Yes.
Care and consideration. A lot of us, we don't embody that as much as we should. Is the care and the consideration part. We're just looking at me, I. You know, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm ready to be in union.
Oh yeah.
Why is he not ready? Why is she not ready? But you have to take into consideration what they might be experiencing or what they might be going through at this time. What phase of their journey they might be on right now. They might not be ready.
Right.
And it's okay. Because put yourself in their shoe. If it was flipped around, how would you feel?
Some deep stuff.
Yeah.
Deep stuff.
Contemplation is much.
Yeah. Oh, contemplation. That's a good C word.
That's a good C word.
That's a good C word.
Yeah, that's a good. It's a contemplation.
So, babe, you ready to pull one card for the people?
Yeah, let's do an energy update.
We're gonna pull one card for the people, see what's going on.
See what's going on in the collective.
Yeah, and definitely see what's up. So
C words. We're gonna see what's up.
All right, and so in just a moment, I'm actually flip the camera around so y'all can see that Alicia's shuffling the cards, and we're just not picking just a random card. We're just gonna see what pops out.
We're just gonna see what pops up. That's how we're gonna do it.
All right, second. Oh.
We're just gonna see what happens.
We're looking for one card for the collective. Oh, what we got?
Just...
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. What y'all out there doing?
What we got here? Hold on, let me see.
That's a fire sign.
Oh, wow.
What's that? Ooh, two of fire. Oh, what is going on in the community, guys?
Oh, my God.
We got two of fire.
So y'all can see this. Like, that is literally fire.
Oh my goodness, what are you guys out here doing?
And they're twins.
And they're two of fire, so they're twins.
Oh boy,
so we got
interesting to see what comes out of this.
Wow, two of fire. It says wow. See, we can't make this stuff up, guys. We cannot. You hear? Let me just tell you what it says. It says, align yourself with another. Power sharing situation. Two heads are better than one. A time for teamwork and cooperation. It looks like the two of fire represent partnership. And aligning yourself with another who shares your goals and visions in order to make an idea or a reality. It symbolizes a power sharing situation where two people with mutual interests work together because together they have more chance of success in achieving their ambitions than they would have if they worked alone.
Oh, wow.
So that's what the collective is at right now.
Collectively, you know, there's some teaming up that's going on.
Right.
And it can be in a relationship capacity, but it can also be in a business capacity as well.
Right.
So if there's some major moves that y'all are trying to make those partnerships and
use those C words. Use those C words, guys. Communication, consideration, care, connection. Use all those C words to help you with whatever project that you're building, and knowing that if you're working with someone else, it's okay. It's okay to work with someone else to build whatever you're working on. Team up with your friend, team up with your sister, team up with your twin flame.
Yes.
Okay, but use consideration. Use communication. Make sure your words, whatever you're trying to say, that's what you mean.
Yeah. To
build on it. Because I noticed, like, we do sessions, and our sessions are great, and we meet a lot of beautiful souls. But I think the one thing that I notice in common for, like, when we struggle in areas, and I say for myself too, we struggle in certain areas because of the communication part. No confusion, exactly. We struggle with the communication part, not knowing how to express ourselves to be received in the way that we want to. Because sometimes you might feel a certain way and you tell someone how you feel, but they receive it in a different way. And now it's a whole bunch of confusion and mess.
Right.
Because of the communication aspect
is key.
Is completely off.
Yes.
So when you're building and you're working together, make sure you have that communication on lock. Because the two fires actually represent teamwork or working together in a harmonious way. It's supposed to be in a harmonious way.
Yeah.
Divide your labor like equally.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that goes to also in balancing your feminine and masculine energies.
Exactly,
within yourself.
Within your own self.
Balance is everything.
Balance is key. Balance that divine masculine, that divine feminine within yourself, and move forward. Keep moving forward. Keep pressing forward.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
What Marshawn said, learn to express to be received the way intended. Exactly, Marshawn. You said it so beautifully.
Yes, because if you all can master the art of communication, oh my gosh, that would be just awesome. What did she say? Two twins, two flames, and two look-alike. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, even though it is Roman numeral 2, it is 11.
Yes. It's a beautiful card, and it's just perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah,
balance and working together in integration. It's perfect. Perfect card.
Yeah.
Masculine, feminine, yin, yang.
It's all
Two. It's all about balance and working together, getting that communication going. Y'all got this. And this is for the collective, so we got this.
Yeah.
Did somebody say?
All right. Well, that's about all we have for this right now, y'all. We just wanted to give y'all some good characteristics of people that are successful that start with the letter C.
Yes.
Marshawn, we want to thank you so much for putting that down. So if y'all are watching the replay of this, Marshawn got your back and she put them all in the comments.
Yes, she did. And if this has been helpful for you guys, give us a thumbs up.
Give us that thumbs up.
See my Moldavite ring?
Yeah.
Moldavite. This is a real transformational stone. If you guys work with crystals, and you want to get help with your transformation phase, get you some Moldavite.
Yes.
Moldavite.
And if you all are new to our channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn on your bells.
Yes.
Because if you all have seen us in the past couple of months, we'll just pop up on you. So you want to have that alert to know when we are live, okay? But we will be premiering, once I finish go through editing the interview that we had with Shay and Jay. It was just I wouldn't even say it was an interview. It was just really a raw talk that we had with everybody. So,
and they got to guess how long it was.
Oh, wow.
You didn't even say that part, did you?
I didn't even say that part. Like, can you all guess how long the conversation was? Like it was less than an hour. But the time that I stopped the record is what got us. Profound.
That's how we know it was meant to be, and we got to share it.
Yeah.
Because it stopped, and we were not even paying attention to, know when to stop it. It just was time to stop at that particular time, and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is just meant to be.
Can we get just one person to guess?
Who can guess?
Like how long the conversation was?
It was just not too far under an hour. It's not 60. It didn't go over an hour.
No, it didn't go over an hour.
But if you guys can guess how long the video was, I mean, it blew me away.
We said it was under an hour.
She said 3 hours. It was under an hour.
It was 44 minutes
and 44 seconds.
So 4, 4, 4, 4.
Yeah, 44, 44.
So we were like,
wow.
Because we just started, because y'all will see once we post it up, Like, we were just sitting down at the beach, and we were
Yeah.
just having a really intense conversation. And I was like, let me go ahead and record it. So I pulled my phone out and I started recording, right? And when it came to the point that we stopped, it was right at 44 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. And to the individual that asked about the crystals, right now we're changing up the website. We're actually going to be adding some new stuff to it.
Brand new.
And it's taking up a lot of time, but hopefully we can get that through. But we do have some crystals that are left. And what I'll do is I'll post a picture of the ones that we have left. And if y'all want to grab those, you definitely can.
Yep.
And that would be awesome. But we will have the website back up. Hopefully we'll have it back up before the end of July.
I think before July we back up revamped and everything, because we're going to be having we're going to have incense, crystals, smudging, Himalayan sea salt. We're going to have singing bowls. We're going to have it's going to be revamped.
Yeah, so we're right now just coordinating all of that stuff with other vendors, along with the stuff that we're producing, like with the shirts and all of that stuff. So definitely stay tuned to that. It's just some changes that's coming about.
Big changes. See, we working together.
Yep,
we're working together.
We gotta work together. So that is it for us right now, y'all. We love y'all.
We love you
guys. We got a couple of things we gotta do before we ended up turning it in for the night, but we love y'all. Peace out.